What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we've got some new Digimon cards to talk about. And I know that we've only just a couple of hours ago looked at some new Digimon cards, but those ones were revealed on the official YouTube. This one, or these two I should say, were revealed on the official Twitter. Although what has not changed is our translation coming from the lovely folks over at Cho Sugoi makes my life a lot easier. Those dudes are awesome and I thank you very much. So, what have we got? Well, we've got a new Vmon and what I believe is our very first X-Vmon. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, some of you are going to be thinking, well, isn't there a deck based around these kind of Digimon? And yes, there is. To put it simply, there is a chance that the rich just got richer. Let's have a gander. So starting off then, we've got Vmon. We've got a level 3, free cost to play normally is standard, 0 cost to evolve is standard, 2,000 power is on the lower end. It's quite a weak Digimon. It's not unusual to see 3,000 power level 3. This isn't horrific. It's not never before seen. But let's just say the 2,000 power is not what we're looking for. It is extremely low. And I will say, we compare it to the other Vmon, the one that came out in Ultimate Power, we do actually see the same stats. But this has actually got a really nice skill, jamming. And I know that jamming is something we've seen a million times before on a million other Digimon cards. Jamming is just that one whereby you will not be destroyed by security Digimon. That is to say, when you initiate a security attack, you flip over the top of your opponent's security stack, you discard it. If it's an option or a tamer card, you use a security skill if there is one. If it is a Digimon, you fight. And if that Digimon's got 2,000 power or more, you would go down, and let's face it, they're gonna have 2,000 power or more. But now it doesn't matter, and please do not overlook how redonkulous this Vmon can be. Because, you know, I said this is quite good potentially in Vmon decks, and I mean it incidentally, it's a great little tool. But Rookie Rush just got better. Now, we mentioned Rookie Rush a bit. It's kind of a fairly popular, trendy deck in the Digimon world at the moment. It is where you flood your field full of small, weak Digimon, with the theory being, well, I know I'm getting destroyed every time I attack, but it doesn't really matter because I'm attacking so often, I'm still going to win the game. Here you've got one that can attack the security, and okay, it can be blocked, and if anything blocks it, will almost certainly destroy Vmon. Let's be honest here, it's a weak Digimon. But outside of that, if you're not blocked, you just take out a security card and survive. Which means your opponent will actually have to go to the effort of attacking and destroying a 2,000 power Digimon, or you're going to do it again next turn. And don't get me wrong, your opponent will be able to. Your opponent will obviously have a Digimon the vast majority of the time that is 3,000 power or higher that can take out a resting Vmon. But the point is they've got to. Rather than what these rookies are generally doing when they attack, take out a security card but go down, it's a good trade, you take out a security card, you stand there, and you force your opponent to either take you out or let you do it again next turn. I never really considered what jamming would look like on a super small, weak Digimon, but I'm kind of loving it. And obviously at this stage, we look at the low power and we go, yeah, mate, you know what? That is perfectly all right by me. Now, obviously, if we compare it to the other Vmon, these do very different things. The other Vmon has got an inheritable skill. If this Digimon becomes active during your phase, draw 1. And we've seen that cards like Old Force Vidramon, which is of course where we go on the top end of this evolution line, if you rest a blue tamer, there are several options, then this Digimon will become active and then you get to draw a card. If you are evolving all the way up and you are playing those kind of blue decks which are constantly trying to make themselves active, and blue have a bunch of tricks for doing so, yes, the Vmon from Ultimate Power is probably still going to be your Digimon of choice. But playing one or two of these as well Having an option for a really weak Digimon that can take out security cards without going down itself? Absolutely. And certainly, in terms of having more options for Rookie Rush, absolutely beautiful. But that is not the only V card we need to be talking about today. We've got X-Vmon. And X-Vmon was one of the line that did not make its way out in Ultimate Power. So we've got a new one, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's new, and not just a different name for one we've already had. Digimon names can be confusing. People chop and change the Japanese and English names. Hey-ho. What X-Vmon is, what do we got? We got a level 4, which is a 5 cost to play normally, which is on the higher end for a level 4. A 2 cost to evolve, which is completely standard. And 4,000 power, which is fine, but not particularly great. So we've got another Digimon, which is kind of expensive, unless you evolve. If you evolve, it's fine. And kind of weak at the same time. But oh my wordy, is it worth it? Because you see, when you evolve into X-Vmon, and it is an evolution skill, remember, evolution skills only work when you evolve, not when you play normally, i.e. paying the 5 cost, you may put one of your level 4 or lower Digimon to active. I.e. you can make a level 3 or 4 Digimon active. Now, the translation we've got from Cho Sugoi, and I will say that they have been awesome with this up to now, does not say blue Digimon, it is any Digimon. And this is a wonderful, wonderful combo. I mean, let's just go straight back to Vmon here. This is ridiculous. Because what you do, I mean, let's say for argument's sake, you've got Vmon, I don't know, you evolved it in the raising area and just brought it out during your raising phase. And you've got any other blue level 3 on the field. You attack with Vmon, take out a security, but you've got jamming, so you are going to survive. I mean, there's an outside chance your opponent hits like a Gaia Force and uses a security skill to destroy it. But unless your opponent hits something like that, you are going to survive. Then you evolve up into this, make yourself active, and do it again. How wonderful is that? Not only that, but there's a little bit of cheating we can do here. You see, remember in Digimon, you come in with summoning sickness. When you play a Digimon, you cannot attack with that Digimon this turn. So let's find a really cheap level 3. Let's find Elecmon. People like Elecmon, right? 2 cost level 3, vanilla. Sees a lot of play in this Rookie Rush deck. Let's talk about Elecmon. We like Elecmon. What's important about Elecmon, which I've said the name way too much in the past minute, 2 cost to play normally. So you play Elecmon, it's a 2 cost, but you cannot attack with Elecmon because summoning sickness. So you then pay another 2 memory and you evolve up into X-Vmon. Now again, you've still got summoning sickness, you still can't attack with X-Vmon. But what you do is you make one of your other Digimon active, so you kind of get around the summoning sickness in a weird kind of way. You make yourself active, and that is kind of awesome. Not to mention, of course, that if you make a level 4 active, that level 4 may have evolved from the level 3 Vmon, which would mean you would also draw a card. Yes, you would be able to do what I just said, but replacing Elecmon with Vmon, so you play Vmon, evolve into this, make it active, and draw a card. Oh, I also should mention here, when I said about getting around summoning sickness, you can properly get around summoning sickness. Because again, this does not say one of your other level 4 or below Digimon. It says one of your level 4 or below Digimon. What that means is that you can evolve up a level 3 that you play this turn into X-Vmon, activate the skill on itself, and oh look, now you've got around summoning sickness. That's basically cheating. But this can really mess with your opponent, like properly mess with your opponent. Because your opponent looks at your board and goes, right, they need to attack 3 times to win. They've only got 2 attacks on the board. Anything they've got is going to come in with summoning sickness. We're good. And then all of a sudden this comes in and essentially doesn't have summoning sickness. And now all of a sudden you are attacking 3 times and your opponent loses. That is how good this can be. I know we're just talking about level 3 and 4 blue Digimon today. I know we're not talking about these giant level 6s and 7s with their brand new, never before seen, weird to translate skills. But these are two Digimon that could absolutely, to use a very British expression, be the meat and potatoes of a whole bunch of blue decks moving forward. I can't imagine making a Rookie Rush deck without this Vmon. It's too good. Having a rookie which is actually surviving the security attacks is redonkulous. And then, of course, why would I not play just one or two of these, even in a Rookie Rush deck, to give myself an extra attack? And you're basically paying 2 memory to get an extra attack. That is dumb good. Now, of course, like I say, if we're going up all into the Old Force Veedramon deck, we're going to have some other competition. We've got the Veedramon level 4, which has got jamming. And then, of course, yes, we've now got a level 3 and a level 4, both of which have jamming. Please don't think that has escaped my attention. So we've got some other options here, but these seem like extremely powerful cards. Not in an, oh my goodness, I can't believe they printed that kind of power into a Digimon powerful. I mean a far more straightforward, ordinary, everyday, run-of-the-mill, oh yeah, no, I definitely want a 4 of that in my deck. Weak Digimon with jamming and extra attacks. That is a very, very good combo. And don't tell anyone, but I'm actually way more excited about these two blue Digimon than the fancy level 5s I showed you in the video earlier, which I'm probably not supposed to say, but I definitely am. These seem like they could legitimately be blue staples moving forward and give you a whole heap of an advantage. And frankly, ladies and gentlemen, that is a wonderful thing. And I'll be honest with you, making yourself active and being able to do it on a Digimon that can legitimately get around summoning sickness, i.e. having a 4-cost Digimon that comes in active, that's pretty good. I'm loving it. But I'd like to know if you're loving it. So let me know in the comment section, would ya? Go nuts, be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do make sure you're checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.